They said to me, a lot of young people who are younger than 20, wow, you should go to bed. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going, well, what about social sofa? Social sofa, I designed the social sofa. And what is the social sofa? It's empathy. It's seeing each other. It's speaking with each other. It's being there for each other. It means not being lonely anymore. It means living long and forever and healthy and all these kind of things. That's social sofa. Isn't that nice? It's just one sofa. And it's just a sofa. It's a sofa about 1,600 kilograms. I said to 10 students, try to throw it in a channel, and then I give you all a basket of beer. You say basket? Well, they had to pay their own basket because they didn't move it for 1 centimeter. And it has about 30,000 little mosaic tiles all around, and you have to put one by one, by one, by one, by one. And it's glass. And if there's gravity, yeah, it's okay because you swipe it off like that. And if you really, really want to be een hufter, a scum person, yeah, imagine you're scum and you really want to break the sofa, and you take a hammer and you hit the sofa, you hit just one tile, nothing more, yeah? And there are 30,000 tiles, so you have to be really, really angry to break down this sofa. And if you are that angry, I give you a second sofa, because then you need it. Then you need it. Don't be that angry. It's so simple. It's so easy. You know the Rossetto effect. You know that? Quickly then. What do you know? You understand what? Parlez-vous? You understand? You understand me? Some people are looking at me like that. You ask. If you don't understand, you stop me and you ask. So, Rossetto effect. There's a little village named Rossetto in Pennsylvania, America. And they just died because of a natural cause. Isn't that nice? Oh, and I'm old, and now I die. Like that. Nothing else. And they smoked a lot. They drink beer and wine. They have the most horrible vinegar oil, things like that, that makes you fat, and cholesterol and attacks of the heart. Everything like that. I had once a heart attack. I don't know if it's my ears. No, really. I was young, and I have 18 minutes, 15. Whatever. Well, I just take my time. They cut it out. No, I was, as a child, I was very happy. There was this little horse in me. I'm happy. I even couldn't breathe. I was very young, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 15 years. So I was happy. And my cardiologist, he said, no, these are heart rhythm disturbance things. You were never happy, he said to me. Yeah, well, okay. Well, sad. No? Okay, then. So, and it's very funny because the social sofa brings people together. That's what I want. It's not bringing people together. It's your obligation to look for each other. You have to. You cannot just consume your life with a sticky in your sofa at home. No, you cannot. You have to go out. You have to share your life. You have to share your talents. You have to share your joy and your sadness and your pain. You have to. Because sometimes in your neighborhood you're a teacher. And sometimes you're a mother, or you're the father, or you are the victim. Yeah? You have to participate. And in a democracy, it's really obligated. If not, you go and live in a dictatorial. Okay? But if you live in democracy, you have duties. So in Rossetto, they were really, really, really healthy, and not because of what they ate, etc. What happened in that little village, there was a big cohesion. Oh, look, it's really 30,000 pieces like that. And they were healthy because they saw each other. They spoke with each other. They had a big club life. There were 3 generations in a house, you know? You live with your grandmother, you know? That's normal. If somebody had real big success, he didn't come there with his BMW keys and his trophy wives. No. You help the one, or it goes like in balance, to keep the whole community in balance, you know. It's about together. But together, I always find it a funny word, together. To get her. So I prefer to say community, okay? Let's forget about together. It's horrible. But there, they live together. They really live together. And if you live together, you're healthy. It doesn't matter what you smoke or what you do, then you're healthy. Isn't that nice? I can keep on going. Then. No. No, I mean, if we sit and we share, and it's so strange because I speak about empathy, etc. I'm not asocial, but I'm not social. I'm a bit, don't touch me, don't. So it's very, very funny and strange that I designed this sofa. And this sofa is now in Holland, hundreds, thousands. Every neighborhood is making their own sofa. They design it. So every sofa is unique. Every sofa is unique. It's their sofa. They do it together. One sofa is about 100 hours, but it's just one color. I don't let them. I said, you make a nicer one. Yeah, because, and sometimes it takes 300-400 hours, or 500 if you have 1,000 mosquitoes. Well, it takes a long time. But every sofa has its own story. And I'm going to tell you one story. It's what a sofa can do, how you can change energy. There was last year ago in Groningen, in the north of Holland, there was Sjoerd van Eyck. And Sjoerd is a young boy, 20 years old. It was his birthday, yeah. And they had drinks, etc. And he went home, and he went home, and he went home, and he fell in a channel, in the gracht, and he died. They were looking for 10 days, 10 horrible days, but everybody was looking. Everybody, everywhere, and then they found him at a certain place. And everybody avoided that place. It's bad energy. It's demonic. Nobody wanted to go there anymore. So then I met the father, and we made a sofa. And the sofa, we made holes, and we put all things from Sjoerd in, and we closed it again, a nice text on it, and Sjoerd, and we put the sofa on the place where we found him. And now we changed the energy. Everybody's proud. Everybody said, this is Sjoerd. Here, yeah, we sit on Sjoerd. We think and we speak and we do. And his aunt, she has a boat and she passes the channel. She said, normally I never go there anymore. And now I take everybody there. Just with a sofa, just to see, just to speak. Just carrying together our pain. I was in Argentina this summer and I had some lunches with the mothers of Plaza de Mayo. Yeah? These mothers are now 80, 90 years old, and they told me their story. Imagine that you survived Birkenau. You survived it. And then you go to Argentina to feel safe, and then your only child disappears. Yeah? Or another mother who 2 children disappeared, 20 years old. So I said to these mothers, but how do you carry that? How do you carry so much pain? How do you do that? And then they told me, in the house, we got really crazy, my husband and I, because we didn't know where the children were. We couldn't speak, but there was nothing. And then the mother said, I went to the Plaza de Mayo, because every week they walk there with the napkins of the children, the napkin, you know, with the white. And then it still hurts, but they carry my pain with me. We carry it together, and it softens, and you need this. You need to be a part of a community. You have to go in there. They walked there 40 years. And I say, aren't you angry? Don't you want to hit her? I said, no, we don't want that. We want the bones from our children. We want to bury them. They weren't angry. And we keep on walking. They cannot stand still, because then it's a demonstration. But together, yeah, together you have to do. Don't close yourself. Look for the intimacy. The intimacy, and not only in bed, not only the sex. Oh, something about sex. Okay, who has sex now? It's, you know, that's a sting, eh? That's a sting in our society. I have 2 daughters. One daughter of mine, she sent me a message last week. She said, Mom, the taxi driver is watching all dirty pictures. What do I do? You stop. You pay him. You don't give him a tip. Yeah? And when you are out, you hit him on the back and you close the door. And she did. She's a girl of mine. But I remember, she's my girl, I don't doubt that. But my other daughter, a few years ago, she went to a party, 18 years, yeah. But then she came home, and it was early because there was a girl taking off her clothes, and everybody was there and clapping, and oh my God, I thought I forgot in the education to say that she's a sex object. You're a sex object. I forgot to tell you. It's the only job where you can make really good money, baby, you know? No, but it's horrible. For me, sex is a co-product. Sex is, that comes, no, it's a fridge, how was it called? Fridge benefit. Ja? Secundaire arbeidsvoorwaarden, zeg maar. It is, when you are in love, then it's a co-product from love, sex. Sex is not on itself. I feel the society a bit irreliable. I don't trust. Imagine all these men, what they saw on porno, things like that. And I always think, why don't you make notes, yeah? That you, no, whatever, we cut this out. Yeah, I mean, if I don't feel comfortable in this society. So if I sit on the sofa, I can say, for example, to my neighbor, well, I don't like it. He's such a man who's always watching that. And then she said, well, I speak to him. Do you watch porn? If we could speak to each other and call back, there was this man, he said to me, are you that woman from the sofas? I said, yes, I am. He said, well, there's a lot of noise about the sofa who is in front of me. And I said, well, I'm not going to take that sofa away, baby. I'm going to put 10 more. Yeah, don't let the grumpy one decide how your neighborhood, you divide the things. And now we have a solar sofa. It's with a sun panel, and it warms, and you can charge your telephone and your computer, so you can stay a long time, also in the winter. And then somebody says to me, but all the homeless are going to be there on that sofa now. We don't get them away. I said, yeah, that was the idea. I do this for the homeless. It's really nice and warm. They belong to our community. Yeah, they belong here with us. Everybody. I have to tell much more. Iraq. We also do in a studio. I have my own studio with 10 people, 15 people. We make also the mosaic. Most of them is outside. And in that atelier, that studio is really, really nice. The people who work with me, one is really depressive. Well, if you're that depressive, you have to stay at home, yeah? Then you come later. I had once a prostitute. She stopped. She had to quit prostituting things, yeah? And but then it was a break, and I said, where is she? Yeah, she's outside on the parking place somewhere. So I go to the parking place. I see her in the car. I didn't, only her head came up and down. So I opened the door. I said, now you come out. Yeah, clean your mouth. Okay, off you go. And you can do it yourself. You've got hands. Come on. And door closed. Don't you go. So, I'm a bitch. There are some things you just don't do. You don't want it. You cannot. You just don't do it. It is so difficult. You don't do that. You don't want that. Another thing is we have a sisterhood. Sisterhood is very important. We have to stick together. We have to work together. There was a woman from Iraq. She came to work with me. And, oh, the time is running, eh? And, oh, I got nervous now, eh? And she's from Iraq. And she came to work with me because the governance, she had to. Her husband was unemployed, etc., etc. And she started mosaicing. Whoa, it was an artist. It was really an artist. So I gave her a big salary. You deserve the salary. Then after a few months, she was really that good. I said, I'm going to make you head of the department. Really, you're so good. And then one day, she came and she was full with blood. And she grew in status. You say like that, she got a bigger position than her husband. So she had to go back to Iraq to save her. And I gave her 10,000 euro to start her studio because she was so good. And everybody around me said, I don't know why you do this. You shouldn't do that. You will never get that money back. It's so difficult to, they always dissing encourage you to do good. We have a funny society. But in less than 1 year, I got all the money back. And then she called me and she said, there's a big wall. If I can do that, 20 meters by 3 meters, then I'm in. So I went with all these people, with the prostitutes, with the drunks, with everybody. We went to Iraq. And we made this sisterhood. And she has a big job. And we feel great because we could help her. Then Muhib, he worked with me. He was from Afghanistan, and he had to refugee. Then they stayed 7 years doing nothing, and then he had to come and work with me. But he was a diplomat, and he was really, really nice. Now, last year, he went back to Afghanistan because the political climate was better. And what happens now, it's quite nice. Afghanistan want to rehabilitate, renovate the knowledge of mosaic. And they want to do a big woman empowerment project. And he said, there's only one woman who can do that. So, 2 days ago, I signed. So I signed, and then they give the map there, and I get the other one. I signed with the government in Afghanistan to do an amazing big mosaic project, mosques, walls, gardens, everything, parks, but with woman empowerment. We are going to put these women and women in their power. I will tell you. I will tell you. And wait, I have 1 minute. Stop. And it was so funny because I thought, oh no, I go to Afghanistan, they will rape me and hit me and they put me on the burqa. I do tough, like this. But they were great, those men. They were so respectful. I had an amazing dinner, and they gave me food and food. They said, cannot I explode? They say, if you explode, we don't care, but no bomb, yeah? They really did, it's humor. And so that's Afghanistan. In Andorra, we are going to open a studio because there are many unemployed young people. And we are going to give work because one sofa is 200-300, yeah? In Italy, Ravenna bought 5 sofas, and Andorra is going to be the first big studio we're going to try, because they buy the sofas, they put the mosaic, and they can sell it for more, and so they make their own money. In South Africa, we're going to Philippi Village, it's a slum. We're going to put a studio over there. And the young people there, the old people, we don't forget and we don't forgive. Right, I can imagine. But the young people say, all right, we forgive, we don't forget. And now the sofa is going to be an icon for that. Well, so through good and bad, that's what we are. We are married with each other, through good and bad. I will always, always take care of you, always. I will never do something to harm you. Never, never, never. And if you do that to me, imagine what you have around you. Imagine what we can be, how healthy we can be, yeah? So, it's social sofa. What's about social sofa? Social sofa is, if you need me next to you, on your side, I'll stand there. Come on, yeah. We fight? Yeah, there, yeah? Or I stand here, behind you. Come on, go. Yeah, you can do. Go. I stand here. You go. Or when it's necessary, I stand in front. I don't think so. You stay there. I don't think so. Yeah? There. And if it's necessary, you ain't heavy. Because you're my brother. You're my sister.